Ipikit ang iyong mga matang, maniwalang kaya mo. Haharapin, lalaban, walang susuko. Makakarating hanggang dulo. Maraming tanong, paano ba ito? May pag-alinlangan, may pagdududa. Kailangan lang tuklasin, ano ba ang kaya mo? Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo, kaya mo. Nagdadalawang isip, nanginginig, tumutulo ang luha, nagagalit. Gusto ko na lamang pumikit, pipilitin kong kumapit. Pangangamba ko'y mawawalan na, nararamdaman ng panibagong pag-asa. Ito na ang simula, bahagari nakikita na. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo, kaya mo. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo. Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo, kaya mo, kaya mo. Ipikit ang iyong mga matang, maniwalang kaya mo. Haharapin, lalaban, walang susuko. Makakarating hanggang dulo. Maraming tanong, paano ba ito? May pag-alinlangan, may pagdududa. Kailangan lang tuklasin, ano ba ang kaya mo? Ngumiti ka lang, bagong pag-asa'y naghihintay. Huwag kang matakot.
Alright, and we are live. Good evening po sa ating lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurongpinoy. Hello, of course, sa lahat ng members ng ating Team Thorndike. Na-miss ko po lahat ng members ng ating Team Thorndike. Of course, medyo matagal tayo na nagkasama muli. Of course, tonight, we continue with our diagnostic test discussion. And this is going to be the first part of our discussion for professional education. Of course, we know kung gaano po ka-importante na alam natin yung mga konsepto natin under professional education. Of course, alam natin kung paano pong atakihin, paano pong sagutin yung ating pong mga questions dito po sa ating professional education. We all know na kapag ikaw po ay isang B.Ed graduate, magtitake ka po ng ating licensure exam sa March of next year, 60% of your GWA is going to be from your professional education. Of course, 40% po sa ating Gen Ed. Now, kung ikaw naman po ay may major, 40% would be coming from your Prof Ed. Parehas po sila ng inyong po majorship. That's That's also another 40% and 20% po sa ating Gen Ed. Okay? So, ganyan po kaimportante yung ating discussion ngayon dito sa ating professional education. Of course, kailangan na nakatutok po tayo, kailangan na intindihan po natin yung tanong, at kailangan of course na binabasa natin until the last part yung ating po mga questions, of course, yung ating po mga choices para walang kawala yung ating item. Okay? So again, tonight, this is the first discussion for our Prophet Under Diagnostic Test with me, Coach Mek, and of course, na ako po yung inyong makakasama MWF of this week. So all Prof Ed po tayo for the LET this week, no? And of course, bukas po and Thursday, we are going to have our NAPLCOM review with Coach Toto on Tuesday, no? That's tomorrow, and with Coach June on Thursday. Then of course, Saturday naman po at Sunday, meron tayong CSE. Saturday is going to be with me, no, for verbal reasoning for the CSE, and numerical reasoning naman po with Coach Toto on Sunday. And of course, dire-diretso din yung ating pagre-review para po sa ating mga majorship. As I have mentioned kanina, napaka-importante din po ng ating majorship, no? So 40% from your Prof Ed, 40% from your major, and 20% from your Gen Ed, no? Ito po ay para sa ating mga BS Ed graduates. Okay, so LET majorship, part 4 na po ng ating diagnostic test discussion this coming weekend. Okay? So wag po tayong mawawala. And of course, wag po tayong tatamarin para sa ating pangarap, para tayo po, of course, ay maging licensed professional teachers very, very soon. Now, that's going to be by next year. And sa mga kakahabol pa lamang po, no, hello, no, pa-shoutout ako, no, sa lahat ng members ng ating mga 11-11, November 11 big sale natin kanina. Okay, so we still have this promo, no, that's only for today, for our LET, for our CSE, and of course, for our NAPLCOM. And so how do you become a member of Gurongpinoy for any of our review programs? Mag-send lamang po kayo ng message dito sa ating Facebook page. We are Gurongpinoy, your #1 review online authority, and of course, we cater not only the LET students, no, the LET takers, we also have our NAPLCOM and of course our CSE. Okay, yung NAPLCOM medyo malapit na, nandiyan na po. November 24 na yung kanila pong pakikipagdigmaan sa mga questions sa kanila pong NAPLCOM exam. Okay, but of course, since you are all part of Gurongpinoy, na siguradong tayo ay ready na para sa mga nalalapit nating exam, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga NAPLCOM exam takers, since malapit na nga po yung kanilang mga magiging exam. Okay? But of course, tonight, before we start with our discussion, just like every night that we have our live stream, no, mag-umpisa mo po muna tayo sa ating opening prayer. And so, samahan niyo po ako, mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learn. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. Okay, now once again, this is your diagnostic test part 1 discussion for our Prof Ed. No? If you are all ready, kindly send me your thumbs up sign. No? Magbasa lamang po tayo dito ng iilang mga comments natin. Good morning, good evening, teacher, and everyone na bumubuo ng Gurongpinoy 2022 passer here. First taker, thank you po. At sana marami pa po kayong matulungan. Hindi ko po nababasa nung medyo may glitch tayo ngayon sa ating pong Facebook page. Okay? So, Facebook user lamang po yung aking nakikita na dito sa StreamYard. May error yung StreamYard for those who are using our Facebook Live at the moment. Na? Hi, Coach Mek, pa-shoutout po. Isa sa mga supling last March 2024 Licensure Examination for Teachers. One of our top-notchers, Sir Rewel Villaganas. Hello and good evening, Sir Rewel. Okay. The rest of our watchers here, no? Dami po dito. Again, sa mga nagtatanong po about our promo, na mag-send lamang po kayo ng message dito sa ating Facebook page. Good evening. When po i-release yung result ng ating diagnostic test at mga top-notchers? This is coming from LPTQT 2025. Very, very soon na nagka-problema po tayo sa pagda-download ng ating pong results, and so minamano-mano po no, ng ating pong staff yung ating results. But of course, meron din mga nakita yung ating quizzes, no? If you don't know about it, yung quizzes po ay nagpa-flag ng mga Autobot, no? So meron silang nakikitang sobrang mabilis namang sumagot nito, no? 0 second. Ngayon lang nag-pop up yung question sa screen, nakasagot ka agad, no? So nafa-flag po yon ng ating quizzes, okay? So hindi po pwedeng magdaya o mandaya sa ating quizzes kasi alam niya ay hindi to tao, no? Mukhang hindi maganda, no? Hindi maayos yung pagkakasagot ng ating pong quizzes, okay? So babalikan po natin yung ating list of passers. Hopefully bukas malabas na po yung ating passers list and of course our top-notchers list. Ano po yung pagkakaiba ng ating diagnostic at refresher? That's coming from Ma'am Regine Rimando from Team Thorndike. Yung refresher po natin ay bago magsimula yung ating kumbaga formal na pagbubukas no ng ating pong review. Yung refresher is bago pa po yung ating diagnostic test. The diagnostic test is, of course, as we all know, no, kung ano po yung purpose ng ating diagnostic test, that is to measure your strengths and your weaknesses. Kung saan po kayo mahina, kung nakikita ninyo na, nako, masyado akong hirap sa math, nako, nosebleed ako sa English or sa science, no, or sa soksay, or sa math, okay, or sa Filipino, no, so, yan po yung makakasabi sa atin, no, kung saan area tayo medyo mahina. Ganun din sa prof and apart. Okay? So that is our diagnostic test. And of course, tonight, yung ating pong discussion ay parte ng mga diagnostic test items natin for prof ed. Yung refresher po natin ay bago pa magsimula or bago pa po kayo mag-take ng ating diagnostic. Okay? How about yung mga typos sa quizzes? Bonus na po ba, no? I'm pretty sure ilan na lamang yung ating typos, but of course, yung ating pong typos ay kinokorek naman ng ating mga coaches as they go over the different items, okay? Bakit kaya loading? Mahina po siguro yung internet ni Ma'am Bea Batangay. Good evening! This is coming from Team Dewey. Hindi ko po nakikita yung inyong name, Facebook user, because of course, as I've mentioned, may glitch po ngayon yung ating StreamYard dito sa ating Facebook page. Ay, Coach, pabati po. Birthday ko po ngayon. Kahapon, sabi ni Coach Rewel, no? Ni Sir Rewel, yung ating isa sa mga top-notchers last March. Of course, happy birthday, Sir Rewel Villaganas, one of our top-notchers for the LET. Okay. Sa majorship, may list of passers po ba? Yes po, no? Na-send na po sa inyong mga coaches. And so sa majorship po ay kunin ninyo yung list of passers sa ating po mga coaches. Ilang items po tayo ngayon? 30 items po. Okay, 30 items. Alright, no? So again, paki-like, love na po. And of course, share na po yung ating video. Itag na po lahat ng ating mga Let Taker friends. And again, kung hindi po ninyo na nalalaman na meron po tayong 11-11 na promo at the moment. Now, that's only until 12 midnight of tonight. Okay? So, habol na po kayo. No? Meron po tayong less sa ating Let, CSE, and of course, sa ating NAPOLCOM. And of course, as we go over the different items tonight, make sure that you are putting in the item number and the letter of our choice. Okay, let us all start with item number 1. First discussion pa lang po ba ito ng Prof Ed for your diagnostic test? Yes po, first discussion. Although nakapag-discuss na po tayo during our refresher. All right, we start with item number 1. Number 1, you practice inclusive education. Which of these applies to you? Number 1, you accept every student as full and valued member of the class and school community. Number 2, your special attention is on learners with specific learning or social needs. Number 3, you address the needs of the class as a whole within the context of the learners with specific learning or social needs. Would it be letter A, 2 only, letter B, 1 and 2, letter C, 1 only, or letter D, 1 and 3? What is our choice for number 1? Paki-share po ng ating video at pakitag po lahat ng ating mga Let Taker friends, no? Paki-like na din po ng ating video. Yung mga magla-like, of course, ay siyang makakapasa sa ating licensure exam for teachers. And of course, no, yung mga palagi pong active dito, lalong-lalo na po yung mga palagi ang nami-mention yung names. Yan po yung ating mga nagiging top-notchers. So make sure na makabuluhan, no, at witty yung ating po mga comments dyan para nami-mention po yung ating mga names. Okay? Alright, letter D. Ang sigaw ng taong bayan, letter D. Letter D nga kaya ang ating tumpak na choice for this item right here. Number 1. Our right choice would be letter D. Okay, so congratulations. That would be 1 and 3. No? So sabi dito, inclusive education. Ano po yung ating pagkakaintindi when we say inclusive education? Bakit po letter D? Ano nga ba yung inclusive education? Ano po yung inclusive education? Inclusive. Hello, Ma'am Karen Faye Didi. No, pa-mention po ng name ko, Ma'am. Ayan, baka sakali mag-tap na. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, good evening po. Okay, bakit po letter D ang ating tumpak na choice? No? Ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng inclusive education? Sabi dito ni Ma'am Aiba Senigyod. Education for all, na sabi ni Ma'am Karen, everybody is included, okay? Inclusive education is for all learners, sabi ni Ma'am Teacher Vanessa. Non-discriminative, sabi ni Nika PH, naku bagyo. It welcomes and supports all students regardless of their abilities, requirements, or background. Ay, eto, napakagaling ng sinabi ni APT, LPT, no? So whenever you say inclusive education, it welcomes and supports all students regardless of their abilities, kung meron man po siyang special needs, kung siya man po ay gifted, no, fast learner man po siya, any requirements na nire-require niya sa education or any background. No? So kahit anong socio-economic background ng ating pong estudyante, mayaman, mahirap, no? Kalbo, may ngipin, wala, kumbaga, girl, boy, bakla, tomboy, no? Muslim, Kristiyano, whatever, no? Different ethnic minorities ay of course, included and accepted sa ating pong inclusive education. Na kahit po yung ating mga ALS, di ba? Yung ating mga ALS students. That means even our out-of-school youth are all now welcome in our education system. Okay? So, hindi lamang po kasama yung ating number 2 kasi sabi po dito, special attention is on learners with specific learning or social needs. Of course, we need to give them some attention, pero hindi po pwedeng sila lamang. Okay? So, everyone should feel as full, that they are full and valued member of our class and of course of our school community. And so letter D, 1 and 3 ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Okay, congratulations. We go to item number 2. Its goal is to monitor student learning to provide ongoing feedback that can be used by instructors to improve their teaching and by students to improve their learning. Would this be letter A, diagnostic assessment, letter B, formative assessment, letter C, summative assessment, or letter D, placement test? What is our choice? Yes, no? Mag-ingat po tayong lahat, especially sa mga meron po mga signal numbers ngayon. Ano, may typhoon signal. Ito si Ma'am Jane, signal number 4 na po kami dito. Naku po, ingat po kayong lahat dyan sa Ilocos, no? Sa mga northern part ng ating bansa. I know na malakas po yung hangin, malakas po yung ulan at the moment. So ingat po tayong lahat. And of course, manalangin po tayo na huwag tayong pabayaan ng ating pong poong may kapal. No? So of course, prayers are very powerful. And I know na yung mga local officials natin, they've already done their part and of course tayo mga citizens, we need to listen, no, sa mga calling or yung mga panawagan nila. Kunwari, pag sinabi nila na you need to already evacuate, no, kailangan po natin mag-evacuate and we need to follow their instructions para po sa ating safety, no, and security. And so, and of course, prayers are very important. Dito sa Isabela, ang lakas pa rin ng hangin. Okay? Sabi ni Isabela, thy will be done. Ingat po kayo dyan. Yan, sabi ni Ma'am Annalie dito, ginawang hangouta ng bagyo yung Luzon, no? Ginawang playground yung ating bansa. Kailan po yung NAPOLCOM review? That's Tuesday and Thursday po, Sir Hunter X. Tuesday and Thursday. So bukas po meron kayong review for NAPOLCOM. Okay, letter B. ang ating pong nakikitang choice nyo sa ating comment box. Okay, letter B nga kaya ang ating tumpak na choice, no? Mag-underline po muna tayo ng ating mga hints dito. Ongoing feedback, okay? Feedback can be used by instructors to improve their teaching and by students to improve their learning. And so, ang ating pong tumpak na choice dito, no? Tumpak na choice would be letter B. Okay, so tama po yan. Letter B, formative assessment po ang ating hinahanap. Okay, now remember, no? Formative assessment is assessment for learning. Sana po yung ating nakikita, yung ating pong highlighted the part because those would serve as our hints, no? Formative assessment is assessment for learning. At yung goal po or yung purpose po ng ating assessment for learning or formative assessment is for ongoing feedback para ma-adjust ni teacher yung kanyang pagtuturo at ma-improve din ni student, no, kung ano po yung kanyang nalalaman. Okay, na-adjust din ng ating estudyante. Assessment of learning is summative assessment, no? So this is done after instruction na, unlike your formative assessment which is done during instruction, no? Yung purpose naman po ng ating summative assessment is to measure the quality and quantity of learning. Ito na po yung ating mga malalaking test, no? Yung mga periodical test natin, grading test natin, even our achievement test, yung mga NAT, RAT, DAT, na kasali po sila dyan sa ating summative assessment. Of course, assessment as learning is self-reflection done by our students. Okay? So letter B, formative assessment po. Ang ating hinahanap, as mentioned kanina, diagnostic assessment is done to measure the strengths and weaknesses ng ating pong mga estudyante. Now, this is given prior to instruction. Kaya po nag-diagnostic muna tayo before we start with our formal review, no? Yung bago pa yung mag-umpisa yung ating formal review. Of course, before that, meron muna tayong pa-refresher. Ang placement test po, ito yung results nito, ginagamit natin kung saan natin ilalagay yung estudyante. No? Ay, mas akma siya dito. Mas bagay siya sa section 1, sa special science. So medyo ito, meron siya mga special needs. So dito siya sa klase na to. Okay? So that's your placement test. But here, letter B po ang ating tumpak na choice. Okay, we go to item number 3. Students are their own assessors. Ito, alam nyo na to. Students monitor their own learning, ask questions, and use a range of strategies to decide what they know and can do, and how to use assessment for new learning. Would this be letter A, assessment of learning? Letter B, assessment for learning? Letter C, assessment as learning? Or letter D, assessment at learning? What is our choice? What is your choice? Pakilagay po ng ating item number, of course, the letter of our choice. Okay, ano po yung choice ng taong bayan? I see a lot of letter C's. Recorded po ba lahat ng lectures natin? Yes po, Ma'am Sherna Dawdawin. Recorded po. Okay, I see a lot of letter C's. And of course, wag na po nating patagalin because you are right. It is letter C. Now, so remember, students are their own assessors. Their own assessors. That means this is self-assessment. Diba? Self-assessment. And so this is assessment as learning. As mentioned kanina, assessment for learning is formative assessment. Assessment of learning is summative assessment. And so letter C ang ating tumpak na choice. Wala pong assessment at learning, okay? We go to item number 4. This level of the cognitive domain means the student is able to state a problem in one's own word. Would this be letter A, remembering? Letter B, understanding? Letter C, applying? Or letter D, creating? Miss Riri LPT, 30 items po tayo tonight, okay? So 30 items until we complete your diagnostic test for Prof Ed. Okay, so 5 sessions pa tayo for Prof Ed. No? Today or tonight is the first session. Okay, letter B, ang sigaw ng taong bayan. Letter B nga kaya ang ating tumpak na choice. No? Mukhang nagkakaisa ang ating Team Thorndike. May iilang iba ang sagot, pero of course, no? A vast majority is saying letter B. Okay. Level of cognitive domain, meaning the student is able to state a problem using his own word. Okay? So alam na niya, kumbaga, hindi na niya inuulit, no? Hindi siya nagpaparot lamang, hindi siya nagmimimik lamang, no? Na hindi siya, kumbaga, hindi na minimorya yung isang definition. Na ginamit niya yung sarili niyang word na nakakapag-paraphrase na siya, nakaka-define na siya, no? Using his own word, nakaka-explain na siya, nakaka-expound na siya, no? And so, tumpak na choice po natin dito is letter B. Okay, so this is understanding letter B is tumpak na. So here are the different levels in our cognitive domain. Now, this is the new version of our cognitive domains taxonomy. Remember, we have 3 domains sa ating pong learning, di ba? You have cognitive domain, you have your psychomotor domain, and of course, you have your affective domain. No? Basta cognitive, it's all in the mind, no? So mental capacity, mental ability po yung kapag sinabi natin cognitive, no? Affective, of course, is for values, appreciation, no? Values, appreciation, that's going to be your affective domain, no? And of course, yung ating pong psychomotor naman are for your skills, okay? Psychomotor domain levels are for your different skills. And so here, you have the 6 different levels. The first 3 are your lower order thinking skills or your LOTs. The next 3, the ones that are found on top, are your HOTs, higher order thinking skills. You remember the differences, yung pagkakaiba between the old version and the new version. Sa old version po, yung ginamit niya ay noun, di ba? So knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, ganyan, di ba? Nouns yung ginamit. Dito po, verbs, no? In some of our sources, verb ing in the ing form, no? So wala pong problema naman yon, basta verb ang ginamit dito. Action words yung ginamit sa ating different levels. And of course, another major difference is that imbes na evaluation or evaluate po yung nasa tuktok, we now have create. Okay? So ito po yung ang ating synthesis, no, sa dati nating cognitive domain sa lumang version. Okay? So again, when you say remembering, this is knowledge level. You can recognize, recall facts, name, no? Identify, yan po yung ating remembering. Understand, which is our answer for this item. That means you now have a comprehension of the different facts. Okay? So, intindi mo talaga siya kahit na bali-balik ta rin man ni Let, no? Kahit na nakaupo, nakatayo ka, nakasplit ka, alam mo ang ibig sabihin ng ating word. Okay? So, hindi lamang hindi lamang ka nagmemorya ng ating pong definition. Applying kung ano yung ating natutunan inside the classroom, we can now use it in reality, no? Sa ating pong real life. So, apply the facts, rules, concepts, ideas, no? So, kunwari, kapag tinuruan ka ng multiplication table, no? At pina-answer ka ng different say test sa multiplication table, at kapag ikaw po'y binigyan na ng isang problem involving your multiplication, alam mo na kung paano siya isolve. That's applying. And of course, we have the next 3, no, yung ating higher order thinking skills, analysis. You break down the information into its different parts, breaking down the whole into its components. No? So, kumbaga, when you say analysis, hinihimay-himay natin ang isang kabuuan. No? Evaluate, you judge, you value, you defend, you critique. No? So, ginajudge mo ang isang bagay, ang isang konsepto. No? So, you are becoming a judgmental naman dito sa ating evaluation. And of course, when you say create, ito po yung sinasabi natin kabaliktaran ng analysis, no? Ng analysis natin before, because before this was synthesis, you are putting together the different parts to make a new whole. Pero yung pinaka-importanting term po natin dito, bago yung ating nabuo. Hindi lamang binuo mo, for example, hindi lamang nangopya ka, but it should be something new. Okay? And so kapag tayo po ay gumagawa ng ating test, no? At bilang teacher, tayo po ay gumawa, for example, ng ating essay. Hindi po lahat ng essay is at the create level, no? Hindi po lahat ng essay is at the synthesis level. Depende pa rin po sa ating question. Kunwari, sinabi mo explain, no? Or explain or expound on the process of photosynthesis, where it happens, ganyan, no? What the reactants are, the products are, no? So of course, this is not something that we are creating as something that's new, no? So we are, of course, putting together the different words, we analyze, no? We construct our sentences, we construct our paragraph, but it's not entirely new, diba? Kasi alam na natin yung konsepto, okay? So not all essays are under your create level, okay? And so tumpak na choice po natin dito is letter B. We go to item number 5. This is an authentic assessment tool which is particularly useful in assessing criteria which are complex and subjective. Would this be letter A, paper and pencil test? Letter B, essay? Letter C, rubric? Or letter D, matching type? What is our choice? Sabi dito ni Facebook user, again, no? Hindi ko po nakikita yung mga names ng ating mga Facebook viewers. Hello, Coach Mac. Nakakamiss makinig ng boses mo, Team Dewey B. Sana magkaroon ng lisensya sa Pasko. Of course, na very, very soon, magiging LPTs na yung ating mga taga Team Dewey. And of course, kasunod na po yung ating Team Thorndike. Okay, so letter C, ang sigaw ng ating taong bayan for this item. Authentic assessment, which is the authentic assessment tool, which is particularly useful in assessing criteria which are complex and subjective. Now, tumpak na choice po natin dito, no? Ang tumpak na choice po natin dito, of course, is letter C. Okay, so tama po yung letter C, no? Add one out, sabi ng isa nating kaguro dito. These are all paper and pencil type of testing, no? Meron kang paper and pencil test, and of course, your essay, your matching type are all types of your paper and pencil test, no? Ito po yung ating mga traditional methods of testing, di ba? Traditional methods, paper and pencil test lamang yung ating pong ginagamit. Now, when you say rubric, this usually is done or is used for our performance task, okay? So, for our projects, for our performance task, for our authentic assessments, no? Rubric po yung ating ginagamit, okay? So, here is an example of our rubric, di ba? So, meron tayong scale dito, no? And meron tayong mga criteria, okay? So, meron kang mga criteria at meron kang mga scale, na that will be an example of your rubric, okay? So, this is your rubric. And letter C, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Sabi ni LPT, it is used to be more objective. Tama, no? Para wala po tayong bias. Kunwari, we are trying to check a project or we are trying to check a portfolio, no? Para wala po tayong bias, we need to use a rubric, okay? And we have to stick, no, sa ating pong criteria at sa ating scales doon. All right? So letter C, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Ma'am Bea, baka po mahina yung ating internet, no? No worries po. Right after our discussion ay i-upload naman po yung ating recording. We go to number 6. This is used to assess multiple outcomes simultaneously or for multi-dimensional outcomes, and each dimension needs to be rated separately, resulting in multiple judgments about an object or performance. Would this be letter A, analytic, letter B, holistic, letter C, any of the two, or letter D, both of these? What is our choice? Okay. Ano nga kaya ang ating tumpak na choice for number 6? I see a lot of letter A's sa ating comment box. Tumpak kaya ang letter A for this item? Letter A nga kaya ang ating tumpak na choice for item number 6? Okay, tumpak na choice for this one right here is letter A. Tama po yan, no? Maaring nalito po kayo, maaring, ang tawag dito, maaring na-loss po kayo, di ba? Na-loss kayo. Kasi sabi dito, multiple outcomes simultaneously, okay? Multidimensional outcomes. Maaring isipin ninyo, ay, holistic to, no? Kaya nga po sinasabi natin lagi, tapusing basahin yung ating question, okay? Tapusing basahin yung ating question kasi sabi dito, rated separately, multiple judgments, okay? And so, tumpak na choice is analytic imbes na holistic. Now, you remember the differences between your analytic and your holistic rubric. Ang analytic po natin, ayan, criterion evaluated separately. Well, for your holistic, evaluated simultaneously as a whole, di ba? Sabay-sabay na ang pagre-rate, no? Pero sabi ng ating analytic rubric, mabusisi siya, di ba? Binubusisi. Each criterion is evaluated separately, okay? So it's more time-consuming, mas mahirap, mas mahaba, yung time na ating kailangan para po matapos natin yung pag-check whenever we are using your analytic rubric. No? So, meron po tayong common item sa LET. What if, no? Meron siyang 40 students at yung task nga ay pakantahin sila ng ganito or pagawan niya ng ganito. No? And so, yung ating pong maging choice doon ng ating pong rubric would be holistic kasi nga kulang tayo sa time. No? So, mahirapan tayo pag analytic rubric pa po yung ating gagamitin. Okay, so analytic would be the right choice for this one right here. We go to number 7. Mrs. Rosa is making a rubric. Which is the first step she needs to do? Would this be letter A, write descriptions of performance at each level? Letter B, identify basic descriptions. Letter C, set the scale. Or letter D, define the ratings. What is our choice? Ma'am Catherine Caleda, mahina daw po yung internet. Okay lang po yan, ma'am. No? Balikan na lamang po later or hintay na lamang po yung ating recording. No? So, ingat po kayo sa mga binabagyo. Ako po, no? Kapag medyo malakas na talaga yung ulan at medyo nanganganib na po yung ating kabuhayan at yung ating buhay, no? Magsilikas na po tayo. At of course, napaka-importante na naghahanda tayo para sa ating nalalapit na LET. But of course, mas importante po yung buhay natin, okay? So save your lives first and of course, make sure that all your family members are safe, okay? Pwede naman pong balikan ito later. Okay, balikan lamang po ito later. Of course, together with the rest of the staff, no? Lahat po ng bumubuo ng gurongpinoy, of course, lahat po ng coaches natin dito, staff natin dito, yung mga kaklase po ninyo, we all pray and we will still pray now later on. Of course, we are still going to continue praying for everyone's safety. Sana nga po ay matapos na lahat ng bagyo, no? Na nasa ating bansa, kung meron man pong dumaan, wag naman po sanang masyadong malakas. Okay, so let us all pray, no, for the safety of ating mga kaguro, ating mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na po nandyan sa Northern Luzon. Okay, eto. Mukhang ABC, ang sigaw ng taong bayan, hindi nagkakasundo ang taong bayan dito sa ating item. Okay, Mrs. Rosa is making a rubric. Which is the first step she needs to do? No? What is the first step that you will do whenever you are making a rubric? Ito, ang sigaw ng taong bayan ay ABC, samot-sari. Mas marami yung letter B, but ang tumpak na choice natin dito is letter C. It is to set the scale. Setting the scale would be the first step. No, medyo maraming naligwak. Genocide. No? Genocide ang nangyari. Hindi po identify basic descriptions, but letter C, set the scale. Now, let's take a look at the different steps here. No? So, unang-una, you set the scale. Ano ba yung bahagdan mo? No? Po pwedeng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Po pwedeng A, B, C, D, E. No? So, set the scale first. Set the scale of your rubric. No? So, unang-unang step po yan. Okay? Setting the scale would be the first step. No? So, sabi po ng ating mga philosophers or sabi ng ating mga educators, you should have at least 3. No? So, 3 to 5 na bahagi ng ating scale. Hindi po pwedeng dalawa lamang. At usually, dapat po odd number. No? So, hindi po pwede, although pwede naman siya, it's not advisable that you use even numbers. Okay? So, wag kang gumamit ng 4, no? Or 6. So, usually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 3, no? 3 to 5 ang ating po magiging scale. Okay? So, set the scale would be the first part. Now, after that, you define the ratings. Now, ano bang ibig sabihin ng 1? Anong ibig sabihin ng A, no? Anong ibig sabihin ng E? Okay? So, define the ratings or define your scale. No? So, poor, basic, proficient, advanced, advanced, outstanding, po pwede ganyan, yung ating pong mga definitions. After that, no, after you define the ratings, you write or identify the basic descriptions. Now, we go to your descriptions and you start with the basic descriptions first before you do letter A. No? So, letter A mo, descriptions of what performance will look like at each level. Ito na mas mabusisi na yung definition mo dyan or yung description mo dyan. Okay? So, unang-una, scale. Then define your rating, basic description, then description of the performance at each level. Okay? So, tumpak na choice po natin is letter C. Ligwak-yehe, ang sigaw ng taong bayan. Okay? Letter C, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. We go to item number 8. These are defined as a mental predisposition to act that is expressed by evaluating a particular entity with some degree of favor or disfavor. Would this be letter A, interests? Letter B, values? Letter C, attitudes? Or letter D, opinions? What is our choice? Ano po yung ating choice? Taong bayan, ano po yung ating choice dito? I see letter C's. May ilang letter B, A, at D. Okay. Defined as mental predisposition. Okay, predisposition. So, meaning nito, bago pa man kayo mag-meet, or bago pa man kayo magkasalamuha, meron ko ng predisposition, okay? So, mental predisposition to act that is expressed by evaluating, ini-evaluate mo yung particular entity with some degree. Maaring gusto mo or hindi mo gusto, di ba? Gusto ka niya or hindi ka niya gusto, okay? So, tumpak na choice po natin dito is letter C, attitudes, okay? Sabi dito ng isa, tanggap ko na if ligwak ako coach, okay? So, attitudes po ito, no? Kaya nga meron tayong tinatawag na attitude ka girl, di ba? Kahit na hindi mo pa siya kilala, no? Kahit na minsan walang rason, uma-attitude ka na, meron ka ng mental predisposition, no? Kahit na hindi mo pa siya lubusang nakikilala, for example, tinitingnan mo lamang, ay, parang hindi ko siya type. Ay, parang gusto ko siya. Ay, parang hindi ko siya magiging ka-vibes, di ba? Ayan, parang hindi ko siya magiging ka-vibes, okay? So, yung hint natin, mental predisposition, na hindi mo pa siya kinikilala na maayos, nag-attitude ka na, di ba? So, attitude ka, girl, di ba? I-share ko lamang in connection to this, no? Si Diwata yata ay papunta sa Iloilo at nakita naman natin yung mga previous news, no, regarding Diwata na medyo may attitude, di ba? Nag-attitude siya sa mga nagpapapicture na taga Iloilo, taga Panay, no? I think some of those people na nagpa-picture sa kanya ay mga taga Rojas, okay? So ngayon, medyo binabanatan din siya, no, ng mga comments. Nakita ko yung comment ni Coach Toto doon, ako, uma-attitude doon si Coach Toto, no? Sabi ni Coach Toto, hindi ka welcome, chupi, okay? So, attitude yan, no? Mental predisposition, favor or disfavor, okay? So, letter C po, okay? Attitudes, yung ating hinahanap. Interest, of course, kung ano yung gusto mo, di ba? Kung ano yung mga kinahihiligan mo, that's your interest. Values naman, ito yung ating mga pinahahalagahan. Ito yung ating mga ideals, no? Ay, dapat honest ako. Ay, dapat maging helpful ako, di ba? These are our values, okay? So, values po yan, no? Importance, worth, usefulness. Sabi dito ni Ma'am Irish LPT, no? And of course, opinions naman, these are our beliefs, okay? Sabi niyo dito, beliefs about certain occurrences and situations. So, opinion, that is your opinion o beliefs mo, okay? Personal beliefs. But here, letter C, attitudes po ang ating tumpak na choice, okay? Ang ganda niya, sabi ni Ma'am Karen. Okay, so letter C, attitude ka girl, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. We go to number 9. It is an impression that one is capable of performing in a certain manner or attaining certain goals. It is a belief that one has the capabilities to execute the courses of actions required to manage prospective situations. Would this be letter A, self-care, letter B, self-sustainability, letter C, self-attainment, or letter D, self-efficacy? What is this? Yung believe mo, no, sa sarili mo, yung impression mo na, ay, kaya ko, di ba? Sabi ng ating kanta, kaya mo, kaya mo, kaya mo. Okay? Ngumiti ka lang. Bagong pag-asa, ay naghihintay, di ba? Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo, kaya mo, kaya mo, di ba? So, ayan po ang ating question dito, that you are capable, a belief that you have the capability to execute the actions para ma-reach mo, no? Maging successful tayo in a certain situation. Of course, tumpak na choice po natin dito is letter D, self-efficacy, di ba? So, kayang-kaya mo. Yan po ang ibig sabihin niya. No? Ano po yung title ng kanta? Kaya mo. No? That's coming from one of our former students. Of course, one of our LPT, si Ma'am Angelica. Okay, so Ma'am Angelica, all right? So self-efficacy, no, actually this came from Bandura. Galing po ito kay Albert Bandura. No, sabi niya, individuals believe in his or her capacity to execute behaviors, and this reflects confidence in the ability to exert control over one's own motivation, behavior, and social environment. Okay, so kaya mo at kaya pa. Sabi dito ni Ma'am Aiba, no, kaya pa. And so letter D po ang ating tumpak na choice. We go to item number 10. It is a self-perception of whether success and failure is controlled by the student or by external influences. Will this be letter A, self-esteem? Letter B, locus of control. Letter C, preferences. Or letter D, motivation. What is our choice for number 10? Self-perception of whether success and failure is controlled by the student, by us, by you, or by external influences. Is it letter A, self-esteem? Letter B, locus of control. Letter C, preferences. Or letter D, motivation? Okay, tumpak na choice po natin dito, of course, is letter B. This is your locus of control. No? So actually, konektado sila ng self-efficacy, di ba? So konektado po sila ng self-efficacy. Under din po ito kay Bandura. No? So if you have self-efficacy, kung malakas yung ating self-efficacy at malakas po yung ating belief sa ating kakayahan at belief sa ating sarili, then we believe that our locus of control, no, is internal. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ayan, when you say internal locus of control, you believe that you are in control and you take responsibility for your own action. Okay, kung makapasa man ako, ito'y dahil sa aking kakayahan at ito po ay dahil sa aking pagtsatsaga, no, sa pagsisipag, dahil ako po ay pumili talaga ng magaling na review center na makakatulong sa akin. Of course, no, nag-enroll ako sa Gurong Pinoy, nagpa-member ako, hindi ko sinayang yung aking ibinayad, although very affordable yung presyo dito, hindi ko sinayang, nag-google ako ng oras, nagsakripisyo ako, talagang nagpuyat ako, umattend ako ng mga review sessions. Kung minsan uma-absent ako, pero binabalikan ko lahat ng mga videos, okay? I claim, okay, na ako yung may control sa magiging success or failure ng aking exam, no? External naman, you are blaming, no? You are blaming external forces, no? So sabi ng external forces, ng external locus of control, ay hindi ako nakapasa kasi yung proctor ko hindi in-explain na maayos. Hindi ako nakapasa kasi sumakit yung tiyan ko. Hindi ako nakapasa kasi nakipag-break sa akin yung jowa ko. Hindi ako nakapasa kasi ay nako ganito ganyan, di ba? So that's your external locus of control. You are claiming that your success or failure, most of the time failure, is because of external influences. Okay? So sabi ni Bandura, kapag ka mahina po, no, wala tayong self-efficacy, we have the tendency to blame external influences for our usually failure, di ba? Kapag ka hindi nanalo, nalutong Macau, nadaya. Okay? So yan lagi, no, yung ating pong reason. But of course, as going to be licensed professional teachers very, very soon. And as adults, we have to always claim claim ownership. And of course, dapat tayo talaga yung may control sa ating pong sa ating magiging tawag dito, kalalabasan ng ating let. Okay? So, you have the control, you have the power, no? It is within you. It is on your lap. It is in your desire dapat na motivated ka dapat to reach your goal. At dapat lahat ng kaya mong gawin ay gagawin mo para ma-reach mo yung inyong pong pangarap na maging LPT. Okay? So letter B po ang ating tumpak na choice. Kasalanan ni Sarah. Naku po. Aha. Here we go. Ayan, sabi ni Sir Samjo dito. Ayan, sa YouTube po, sa YT ng GP, halos lahat nito na-discuss. Yes, tama, no? So, babalikan nyo po ngayon yung mga videos po natin doon sa ating YouTube channel, na sa ating po mga top-notchers dito, mga previous top-notchers natin, yung mga ginagawa po nila, at least 3 videos sa ating YouTube channel every day. Okay? We go to item number 11. Under the policy guidelines on classroom assessment for the K-12 basic education program, DepEd number 8, no? DepEd order number 8, series of 2015, which component receives the highest percentage? Would this be letter A, written works, letter B, performance task, letter C, quarterly assessment, or letter D, all of these? What is our choice? Okay, what do you think is the right choice for this item? Number 11. Item number 11, ano po yung ating choice?